Hey guys, Jarek here, and welcome to the Best Trials Evolution maps number 9. It would have been number 8, but I saw a cool map, so I uploaded one before this just of that map, so it's number 9. And I'm going to be continuing on with this series. I said a while ago that I was going to try to make one a week, and then I kind of got backlogged with games. I did a playthrough for Spec Ops: The Line, and I have a bunch of other games that I'm always going to play, no matter how many games I have, like, say, Killing Floor and Rainbow Six Vegas and games like that. I will always play, and Fear Combat. So I got a little bit backlogged with games, but I'm back to doing this. I try to post one once a week, but if you don't see one coming out a week, it's just because I have other games I'm playing, or I'm a little distracted with my Airsoft account where I got a lot of editing to do, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to try to post one of these once a week. I said this before, and I think the last video I posted of this the last real Best Trials Evolution maps video I posted was back in June. So it's been a while, but hey, I'm back on Trials Evolution. And let's go straight through. So let's go ahead and start out with the new thing they added a little while ago, and that is the Xbox Live Summer of Arcade, where they're releasing one map per new game they're releasing on Xbox Live Arcade. So we've had a few cool ones. There's only been 3, and then we're going to jump back to the other highest rated that I usually end up doing. So there's been 3, and I found it amusing that Trials Evolution has sold this well, and it has such a community with such a good track editor. When they said they were going to add a track editor, I never assumed it would be this much variety and this much stuff you're going to see in Trials Evolution. But yeah, it's funny. This is like an advertisement pretty much at this point. There's so many people on Xbox Live playing Trials Evolution. It's the Xbox Live Arcade game that they're doing stuff like this, which is cool to see it get that amount of success. But hey, let's go to Xbox Live Summer of Arcade. Alright, so the first map they did for the Xbox Live Summer of Arcade was for the Tony Hawk Pro Skater HD, which is a remake of the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater, which a lot of people were really excited about the remake. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't do it beforehand. It's probably because they continued to release new skateboarding games time after time. And then they finally went, hey, ours are kind of degrading the quality a little bit. We've released so many of them, they're kind of getting worse and worse. So let's go ahead and just remake the original one. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I know a lot of people that are super excited about the remake, and they really, really enjoy it. And just so much nostalgia involved, and they really like to play it. I didn't play it too much back in the day. I definitely played it because that was one of those games that you had to play. It was just everywhere. But let's go on to the Trials map. This map is a little bit different than usual. You have a time limit, and that's pretty much what it is. If you crash, you're done. You have to restart. And there's a lot of stuff inside the map that's reminiscent of the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater, like the spelling out skate. You can pick up the letters S-K-A-T-E and you can spell out skate. And then there's a menu board at the end saying what you picked up and all this good stuff. Kind of like a trophy chest, if you will. So really cool map. Obviously, inspiration is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I mean, like I said, that's what it's supposed to be for. Basically an advertisement, but a damn cool advertisement on top of that. If you end up reaching the end of the course, as you saw, it sets you back to the beginning, and it's point-based. It's like how many flips you do, how much you pick up, and all that different stuff. You see the points at the very beginning of when you start this course. So definitely kind of cool. You see I crashed. There's the trophy case. Definitely a cool course. Alright, so the next course is called Mr. Ballista. Now this one was meant for the game Racketeer. And immediately my first thought with this was the horrible E3 press conference Microsoft had. And man, it was just... the presentation that chick had for Racketeer was just plain awkward. It was... I don't even know how to describe it. I had no interest in it. It was a casual game, and whatever. It's something that would be amusing on your phone, but it's not something I'm going to want to sit at my 360 and play. But that's coming from pretty much a PC elitist gamer. I'm not even going to lie. I am pretty much a PC elitist gamer, but at the same time, I am a PC elitist because I have the experience with pretty much everything. I own a PS3, I own a 360, and I own a good gaming PC. And I pretty much do everything on PC because, well, I have the gaming PC, so I really don't have a reason to play my 360. My 360 has basically become a Halo and a Trials box. That's pretty much what it's become. Let me think, how many games do I actually play on my 360? SSX, I play on 360. I play Skate 3 just for all the glitching, basically. All the Halo games, The Darkness 1, because that was not on PC. Gears of War, which I don't play enough. Probably should play that a little bit more. The Legend of Spyro trilogy, I played that on Xbox. And that's about it. Maybe an exception for the Call of Duty franchise, since every single time they release it on PC, it's a terrible console port. But hey, I don't really care too much for that franchise to begin with. But yeah, there is kind of a big difference between a PC elitist and someone that's simply experienced. Because as you can see here, I'm recording with a capture card. I have extended experience when it comes to consoles as well. I don't record that much on my PS3 because the way I have my console set up is I have it going through my computer. The capture card is a PCI Express capture card, so it's plugged into my PC, and then the way to record it through my 360 is to just plug in some HDMI, and plug in an HDMI cord to my capture card, plug in another one to the capture card going out, and then into my LCD, and that's how I record it. It's really that simple. That's how it records the audio and the video. But unfortunately, when it comes to PS3, it doesn't work with an HDMI cable. It uses a different encryption code, so you can't use an HDMI cable if you want to record with your capture card. You have to use analog, and I have my sound from my console going through my PC speakers, so it majorly messes with what I like to do. So that's why I don't really record from my PS3. But yeah, point being, I have a pretty extended experience with consoles. It's just there's no reason to play on consoles if I have PC. It's also easier to record with a program like DX3, and the audio is better. When I record like live commentary for Let's Plays for things on 360, like say when I record, I'm definitely going to make a Let's Play of Halo 4 when that comes out. And if I'm going to play co-op, then I have a program that records my Skype conversations, because Xbox Live audio quality is not video quality. So I prefer not to use that, and I usually use Skype. And if I'm recording just a Let's Play that's alone, I use a free sound recorder, like what I'm doing right now, to make a voiceover, or to be recording me live while my capture card also records. So I don't know, it's just more work for me, and it's like intentionally choosing to play on a console for me is like intentionally choosing to use Windows 98 instead of using Windows 7. I really don't see much point to it, and I know a lot of people are going to be yelling at me right now going, oh, you're a stupid PC elitist, you just have more money than I do, and I really don't. I don't have that much money. Playing on PC is actually pretty cheap. If you do have a lot of time to play around with it. As you can see, I got a gold medal here, first time I tried. So yeah, that's the extent of it. It's like Racketeer basically in Trials Evolution. It's a skill-based game. But as I was saying, playing on PC over time is actually pretty cheap. I mean, you spend a lot of money if you want to at once, get a decent PC, and then over time you'll have to drop maybe like $200 every single console generation just to get a new video card here and there. But I haven't upgraded in like 4 years, and I still max everything out. So it's not as expensive as you think. Alright, so the next one is it's based off of Deadlight. Now, this one is probably the most simple, just plain Trials Evolution type map, but with the same sort of art style that Deadlight had, which is a platforming zombie game. Don't know how I didn't crash there. It's a platforming zombie type game, and you can actually get crushed by that thing falling on your head. So I don't know much about Deadlight. I've kind of seen some gameplay of it, and it looks like it's exactly what it is, just a platformer with a cool, unique art style, smaller indie game. That was released on Xbox Live Summer Arcade, and they just took kind of the art style of that game and threw it in the Trials Evolution and said, hey, let's make a map. And really, that's all you need to do, nothing more. And when you crash, it does the same thing where your screen flashes red. I saw that in Deadlight. At first, I heard someone, I actually saw this before I recorded it, I heard someone say it was for Deadlight, and for some reason my brain heard Deadlight as Blacklight, and I was like, wait, Blacklight is on console, how's that going to work? Because Microsoft's sort of a bitch with updating things, and they don't like updates. Like, you have one update you can do, one patch to kind of fix everything, and then after that it'll cost you like $40,000 to patch it. And then you look at Steam, and you can patch as much as you want, doesn't matter. Which is, you know, Steam is obviously the better platform for indie type games. So I guess that's my point there. But there you go, there's the map for Blacklight, kind of a cool, simple Trials Evolution map. And now let's switch over to just the highest rated in Trials Evolution of this week. Highest rated this week, so now we're moving away from the Red Links maps and going on to random custom maps made by just absolutely random people that happen to be the highest rated. Almost all these have 5 stars, so pretty much all these are going to be really cool maps, or the really dumb ninja maps that are practically impossible to beat. But this one is really cool. This is exactly what I want in a Trials Evolution map. One map that flows absolutely perfect. You can tell there's, oh shit, meteor falling out of the sky. You can tell there is a lot of testing that goes into these maps. Well, this map specifically, it flows very well, it runs very well. There's almost no way to really mess it up. I mean, there's an easy way to mess things up if you can crash, obviously. But the way the jumps are, it feels very natural, feels very smooth, and it keeps it fast-paced. It keeps you going quick, and there's also, you know, the volcano blowing out in the background. Just a lot of time and effort gone into this. A lot of really cool stuff, and this is basically exactly what I want in a Trials Evolution map. Just a lot of cool stuff like this. There's a bus driving by outside. Hopefully you can't hear it. A lot of cool stuff like this. Then, oh shit, you're flying in the air. So when you're playing this is the first time I played it, actually, to kind of show a testament of how well this was tested. Now, obviously, I played Trials Evolution a little bit more than someone that's just picked the game up, and I got a little bit messed up there, but I didn't just pick this game up and played it for a while, so if you have a little bit of experience, then you should be able to easily blow through this map. But it's a really cool, fun map. It's one of those maps to play, just sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. Faster paced, running away from everything blowing up and falling down around you. And like I said, this is basically what I expect out of Trials Evolution maps. This is exactly what I want. If you want a challenging type map, then you can go to a different category for that. Oh shit, lava is chasing you. Now, that is actually supposed to be lava, but it just looks like blood to me. Either way, it's still cool, kind of a gimmicky thing, but whatever, I'm not going to complain. The gimmicky stuff kind of makes it an even better map. A lot of time and effort went into these maps, obviously the better ones. Like, this is probably one of the better ones I've played. So, yeah, there's another cool map. If you want to download it, I had the information earlier on. I'm going to try to keep all the information there so you know the maps I'm actually playing on. And it says Casual Assault. Not sure what that's supposed to mean, but maybe it was the guy that made the map. Just go back and look and you can see. Alright, so the next map we're looking at is called Building Mario Bros. So obviously it has something to do with Mario, and this is a pretty damn awesome map. I'm going to stop talking for a second just so you can hear how awesome this map is. So yeah, that's right, they completely reconstructed the Mario theme song. They reconstructed Mario, the music, using Trials sounds. That must have taken a lot of time and effort and is pretty damn badass. And that one jump kind of tripped me up a few times. Other than that, the map is somewhat tricky, but not too complicated, not too difficult. Either way, just plain look at it. It's old Mario, back when Mario was, you know, good in 2D instead of the new 3D. I'm not a fan of the new 3D Mario, I'm really not. Everybody else loves it, but I hate it. But yeah, 2D Mario with the original Mario music, pretty damn badass, I gotta say. I mean, what more is there to say? Just look at it. That's all you gotta do. Look at it, listen to the music. Pretty damn awesome map. I'm kind of surprised this hasn't been done before, because it's something that is usually done every single time. And I'm gonna be honest, back in the day, I was not really much of a Mario fan, honestly. Back in the day, I was much more on the Sonic side, and my main console I played as a kid was the Game Gear. I mean, that was the main thing I played. Now I had other things because I have two older brothers and an older sister, and they're 80s kids. I was born in the 90s, but I got a big dose of the 80s because all my older siblings were born in the 80s. So you know, I played everything, but I was more of a Sonic fan, and then Sonic went 3D and it was horrible. Alright, so there you go. Building Super Mario Brothers. Pretty cool map. People have a lot of time. Definitely worth 5 stars. Happy Wheels. So as soon as I saw this, I had to click on it. It says Happy Wheels. I gotta look at it because Happy Wheels is the single most amusing thing ever made on the internet. Maybe aside from Quap, but it's Happy Wheels. That's all you gotta say. So immediately you see, you're on a Segway. It doesn't drive though, and the whole purpose of this is basically to bail out and get your body all the way to the bottom and not get pushed to the top of the map. And if you do, you're gonna die. So, it's a simple, really, really simple map, but incredibly amusing. Easily one of the more amusing maps I've played in Trials Evolution. Not one of the most, the best maps, but definitely one of the coolest, just in terms of how... I could do this all day. For some reason, it's just one of those really easily amusing things you could do. And trying to get to the bottom is somewhat of a struggle. You can kind of move your body around, and hey, there you go. That's how you win. I got the gold medal on my first try. Now, let me show you what happens if you fail. You go ahead and bail out. Now, I'm intentionally trying to reach the top, and I swear when I wasn't trying, I hit the top like almost every single time, but eventually I do manage to get pushed all the way to the top of the map, and bad day. You're fucked. So you can see the similarities between Happy Wheels. It's not like they recreated a Happy Wheels map, which I kind of want to see someone do that, but hey, there you go, Happy Wheels. Child's Play. Now this is another one of those maps that this is what I am looking for when I play Trials Evolutions. This is one of those maps it's tested really well, it's very, very smooth, it just plain works. Now on top of that, it has a really, really cool idea behind it. Now, as a kid, I wasn't one of those kids that played with Legos and whatnot, because building things to me it just didn't interest me. It couldn't hold my attention, I didn't want to build things, I wanted things already built. But when it came to Hot Wheels, I played with Hot Wheels all the time as a kid. I had these tracks, I would set them up, and I was just really easily amused by it. When I wasn't outside doing something like riding my bike or playing baseball or playing basketball or doing something physical, I was inside either playing Game Gear or messing with Hot Wheels. So this track is just, to me, a really, really cool, interesting track, really cool idea behind it. And like I said, it's just one of those courses that flows really, really well with Trials Evolution and just works a really, really cool idea, and it's nothing too special, amazing when you take the idea away from it. I mean, if everything here was just rocks, then I wouldn't think twice about it, but the actual Hot Wheels track and the way they have it set down is just a really, really cool idea, and it flowed really well with me, and it was just one of those courses that I look for when I play Trials Evolution. And oh, look, sick save, and I'm still alive. So pretty cool, pretty easily amusing to me, and you got the spin at the very end to get a gold medal on my first try. It's also another one of those maps that just flows really well, and that was on my first try. I was easily able to get the gold. Now you can still mess up and crash, but it's tested well is what I meant. It's not tricky, it's not messed up in any way. It's just a very, very good, well-flowing map. Barcam Ridge. Now this map is definitely interesting and definitely different because of the camera angle. The actual map itself is very, very simple. It's probably the easiest course you're going to do. But with the way the camera angle is, it has to be easy. And I can tell you, in person when you're riding an actual dirt bike, it is not this confusing. But in this game, it takes a while to get used to, and I am actually fully controlling it. You can flip over backward. I am controlling it. You're not on a rail. It's not doing everything for you. As you can see there, I'm tilting everywhere because I'm just getting used to it, going, oh god, what am I doing? It's really disorienting. It almost makes your head hurt a little bit. If you get motion sick easily, I probably recommend you skip forward past this level. I don't get motion sick very easy, so it didn't really bother me. But yeah, it's really disorienting and a super cool idea just because it looks so weird in Trials Evolution. It doesn't look this weird in other dirt bike games, but since it is Trials and the way you spin is ridiculous, you know, I probably should have tried to do a backflip or something throwing that in here. I never did do it, but interested to see how that would look. Probably no way to land that for me, to be honest. It would take quite a few tries to actually even land that. But hey, I haven't even tried it, so I can't say anything. Either way, super easy track, but different camera angle, really cool idea, kind of interesting. I figured why not go ahead and throw this in here just for the experience and hope that someone throws up while they're watching. Gravity Boy 2 fix. Apparently there was an original one and then it was broken, so we fixed it and now it works fine. Apparently there was also Gravity Boy 1, since this is Gravity Boy 2, which I have not played the original. But Gravity Boy 2, I'm going to let the replay do this one because this one, if I did it, would take quite a while. So basically you have jetpacks. You have to bail out of your bike, and this is how you navigate through the whole course. And it's really, really hard to control the direction you're going. It's like I said, it's just hard to control what you're doing, so I figured I might as well let someone else do it for me and just look at the replay. This is apparently the second fastest time that anyone in the world has set, and it still took about 2 minutes and 20 seconds, something like that. So if I did it, it would probably take about 5 minutes just trying to control everything. I also kind of didn't know what I was doing. I got past the first, I got to the very first room, blew up the generator, and I didn't notice a wall break down behind me, so I didn't know where to go, so I just watched the replay and then called it good. But yeah, really, really cool idea. Sort of hard to control what you're doing, as I've said. There's not really any way to fail. It's not that it's a difficult level in any way. It's just sort of awkward to be bailing around with no gravity floating in the air. That's really what it feels like. It really does feel like there is no gravity, and I'm willing to bet that's basically what they did. They took off all gravity for this course. Actually, it is what they did. You can see all the balls floating around. Balls, haha, everybody laugh. Yeah, it just looks like there's no gravity. They gave you a jetpack and went, here, flail your way through the course, which is a really, really easily amusing way to play Trials. And you know, I'm sure plenty of other people have probably already done it, but this is the first time I've seen it, and the fact that it is Gravity Boy 2 means they probably made a Gravity Boy 1. So I missed that one, but whatever. Here's Gravity Boy 2. I can merely assume, oh man, that just got hit. He hit the wall hard. I can merely assume that Gravity Boy 2 would be better than Gravity Boy 1 because, you know, you usually improve and you learn how to fix stuff. But hey, cool course to leave out on. This is the last one I'm going to show you guys today for this course, for this video. A video is going to be like 20 minutes long. I usually try to keep these videos about 10 to 20 minutes. I'd like to keep them around 10 so I can upload it faster and get them more out, just easier for you guys because these take a while to view. But when I edit them down, they almost always end up being 20 minutes because I see so many maps. I'm like, oh, I got to add this one in too. And just there's too many maps. I got to add all of them in that I find are really amusing, and it almost always ends up being 20 to 30 minutes long, even though I try to keep it around 10. Oh well, there's no real rules there. I can do whatever I want for how long I want these videos. There's just a lot of really cool custom content being made for Trials Evolution. I did take a break for that just because of all the other games, but I will continue on to these videos. I can't guarantee a promise that I'll be making one a week, but I'll try. That's what I can say, and I can guarantee you I will not stop making these videos until Trials is done. And that's the end of the course there. So really, really cool course. That's the end of the Best Trials Evolution maps. Number 9, I believe that's what this one is. Episode 9, I believe. And hope you enjoyed it. See you guys next time.